That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. Next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
So I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
He doesn't really love the sport of boxing. He's very good at it, but he doesn't really love it. And if you just kind of understand it from a job perspective, like I think we look at it and think, okay, he makes so much money, blah, blah, blah. But just from a job perspective, how many of us understand that we're good at our job, but doesn't mean we like our job?
Gervonta Davis has stunned the boxing world by declaring his retirement, announcing that his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach will be his last. During a live press conference,
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
All right, I'll go to Lamont Roach Sr. over here. Obviously you have helped with your son becoming a world champion here.
Gervonta Tank Davis has expressed his desire to retire from boxing, stating that he no longer wishes to continue in the sport and has no intention of fighting again. This revelation has stunned the boxing community, especially considering Davis is at the peak of his career.
Yo, I tip my cap to Tank Davis. Listen to what he's about to say when asked about his comments earlier, why he wants to retire after 2025. I salute you, Tank, man. This is the realest thing I've heard from a boxer in a long time. Let me know your thoughts, guys.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
This isn't the first time Davis has discussed retiring early. In previous interviews, he has hinted at the possibility of leaving boxing sooner, citing personal reasons and a desire to focus on other interests outside the ring.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that's installed in me. There's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people are missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them for the right reason.
After hearing Davis's retirement announcement, Lamont Roach responded by saying it was a mistake for Davis to reveal such plans before their fight. Roach believes this revelation gives him a psychological advantage and intends to use it to his benefit in their upcoming bout.
Work my ass to get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that shit.
What advantage do you feel like you have going into this fight?
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubt himself.
What has he underestimated about you?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think he underestimates me. I think he know that I'm a good fighter. He'll tell y'all. I think he's gonna train his ass up, and hopefully we get the best version of him.
Hey, did you take this fight as soon as it was offered?
No. But yeah, no.
Tank told me you had sneaky power, I'm assuming from the amateurs and when you guys sparred.
And from what he saw when them going down.
What was that?
And from what he could see for them going down when I hit them.
The fight between Davis and Roach was initially scheduled for December 2024, but was postponed. It has now been rescheduled for March 1st, 2025, and is expected to be Davis's final fight before his planned retirement.
Beat his ass for y'all. For real. Man, be quiet.
I don't give a f*** if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
Hood over there, like twisted up. I don't give a f*** about none of that.
Do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f*** him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Considering Davis a friend, Roach has expressed comfort in stepping into the ring with him. He acknowledges that both fighters stand to gain financially from the match and views it as a mutually beneficial opportunity.
Would you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends, probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
Oh, true. Okay.
Connor Ben has criticized Davis's decision to retire without facing top contenders. Like Shocker Stevenson, he argues that by choosing to fight someone like Lamont Roach instead, Davis is passing up the opportunity to enhance his legacy by facing tougher opponents.
I know Lamont Roach, but when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fighters that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come but don't come at me.
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Uncle Al didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate that.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
Shocker Stevenson has expressed support for Davis's decision to retire, stating that Davis has accomplished a great deal in his career. He believes that if Davis feels it's the right time to step away, he should do so without any hesitation.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
Do you still think that fight's possible? I know he might have a break after that fight with Lamont Roach, but do you feel like you guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready to fight, and I think it should happen, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit there and chase you, and then, he could try to make it seem as though I need him, and I don't need him, so.
Rapper 50 Cent has also expressed his belief that it's not the right time for Davis to retire. He suggests that Davis still has much to achieve in the sport and should reconsider his decision to leave boxing at this stage.
But they still commit to someone because they want someone to be with them when they're on their lowest points.
You still watch boxing?
Yeah.
Who your favorite fighter right now?
Right now, I'm working with Bud, man. I'm rocking with Bud.
What about Tank? Tank has a fight coming up. Tank announced today, actually, that he's retiring. You believe that?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not time to retire.
Right.
I think Tank he's a killer for the group of the fighters, the little fighters, the game. He's tough as nails.
He was arguing with Shakur today, or yesterday, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
What are you saying? He was saying,
Devin Haney has voiced skepticism about Davis's retirement plan, stating that he doesn't believe Davis will retire with so much unfinished business in boxing. Haney suggests that there are still significant fights and challenges remaining for Davis.
Your reaction to Tank retiring?
He's retiring?
That's what he said.
Nah, he not retiring. It's a lot of big fights to be made out there, and Tank knows that. I don't think he's gonna retire, with a lot of unfinished business.
What do you make of the Tank versus Roach fight? Do you think it's a fight that Tank should have at this point of his career?
No comment.
What do you make of a Tank?
Lamont Roach. I'm Lamont Roach. We've been cool since we was in the amateurs. So I'm happy that he got the opportunity, and that's all I can say.
And what about Tank Shakur? If that fight happens in the future, who do you see winning?
It's a good fight for boxing. I think that we should all be fighting each other. That's what boxing is about. It's the best fighting the best.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has questioned the sincerity of Gervonta Davis's retirement, particularly since he hasn't faced elite contenders like Shocker Stevenson. Hearn argues that the boxing world has been eagerly anticipating the Davis versus Stevenson showdown, a fight that could define both fighters' legacies. By retiring without taking on Stevenson, Davis leaves fans and analysts wondering about his true standing among the greats. Many believe skipping this fight suggests unfinished business, and Hearn insists that retiring without addressing these challenges raises doubts about how seriously Davis views his place in boxing history.
So, Gervonta Davis makes a lot of money, right? He's been making a lot of money because he's been doing big fights and big pay-per-views. But probably what happens is he's on some kind of minimum, but on a lot of upside. And because the shows have been doing very well, he's been making a lot of money. So then he fights Lamont Roach, which, although it's not a bad fight, he's going to bomb at the pay-per-view, at the box office, everywhere, right? In terms of what he's been doing. So he turns around and he says to PBC, right, how much am I getting for this fight? And they go, well, obviously, we'll have to see how it does, at the gate and on the pay-per-view. And he goes, well, I'm not fighting if I'm not getting X, because Eddie Hearn offered me 15 million to fight Conor Benn with upside. So you better be paying me more than that to fight this guy who's actually a good fighter as well. And they go, well, we can't pay you that kind of money. And he goes, well, I ain't fighting then.
The boxing world has eagerly awaited a showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shocker Stevenson, a fight that many believe would define both of their careers. However, Davis's decision to retire without facing Stevenson has left fans and analysts disappointed. Experts argue that this matchup could have solidified Davis's legacy, showcasing his dominance in the lightweight division. Many believe Stevenson is one of the few fighters capable of truly challenging Davis's skills, with Davis stepping away from the sport. The missed opportunity leaves fans wondering what could have been, as the most anticipated fight now remains a mere speculation.
Because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult, because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
Many boxing professionals believe that Davis views boxing more as a job and a means to make money, rather than a true passion. Experts suggest that this mindset is a key factor behind his decision to retire early, as he lacks the deep love for the sport that would drive him to continue fighting.
Kind of made sense to me. I just feel though that he doesn't really love the sport of boxing. He's very good at it, but he doesn't really love it. And if you just kind of understand it from a job perspective, like I think we look at it and think, okay, he makes so much money, blah blah blah, but just from a job perspective, how many of us understand that we're good at our job, but doesn't mean we like our job? Like, some people just don't like it, and I feel like that's the same with Gervonta. He knows he's good at it, but the love for it is gone, and he's been doing it since he was 6 or 7, and maybe he just doesn't want to do it anymore. And it is disappointing because he's clearly one of the biggest names in the sport must be top 3 or top 4 when it comes to sort of revenue and bums on seats and pay-per-view draw, etc., etc. So it's disappointing when one of the biggest names leaves the sport, especially if they leave it when they've still got so much to offer. There's so many big fights out there that would like to see Gervonta have. And I'm not talking about the March 1st fight against Lamont Roach. I mean, Shakur Stevenson, potentially big fights at 140. But I don't know. It's strange. It's a strange one with Tank. He's deleted all his Instagram posts. He just seems to be in a space where maybe he does need to take some time away from the sport. Again, yesterday was very weird to see him turn up to a press conference by himself. I actually like it. I don't think fighters need the big entourage, but it was weird not to see Leonard there.
Showbiz the adult discussed Gervonta Davis's frustration with boxing, emphasizing that Davis feels he's been waiting for his moment to fulfill his destiny. He believes he has the ability to beat anyone, just like the legendary fighters before him. However, despite his immense talent, Davis feels sidelined. Now at 30, he's questioning his place in the sport, and facing Lamont Roach instead of top-tier opponents only deepens his frustration, leading him to reconsider his love for boxing.
Gervonta Tank Davis has been waiting his turn. Waiting his turn for what? Waiting his turn to fulfill his destiny. To Gervonta Tank Davis, he feels he can whoop everybody's ass. He's always felt that way. See, there are fighters. Shakur Stevenson is one of them. Devin Haney is one of them. Ryan Garcia is one of them. There are fighters who feel that they're better than everybody, bro. Muhammad Ali was damn sure that. He felt he was better than everybody. Everybody. George Foreman felt nobody could mess with him. Mike Tyson thought he was the best fighter God ever created. Do you understand how frustrating it must be to feel that you possess all these tools and skills and greatness, and you sit in the bench? That's why he's giving up. That's why he's saying boxing is trash. We're gonna go through the receipts, but that's why he's falling apart. He looks up, he's waiting his turn, he looks up, and he's 30. He's waiting his turn, he looks up, and he's 30. And all his little bros that looked up to him are surpassing him. Do you understand how frustrated he must be? Now he got to fight Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach? Tank looking at Lamont Roach. He can't even get up for Lamont Roach. Pause. He can't even get it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him in a press conference yesterday. Bob and Wing. Bob and Wing.
Some believe Davis's decision to retire is driven by his desire to be a better father. Boxing is a tough and demanding sport, and Davis has openly discussed needing therapy and wanting to focus more on his family with 2 young daughters. He wants to be more present in their lives instead of always training and fighting. Davis has stated that he no longer cares about titles or belts, prioritizing his role as a parent instead. For him, stepping away from boxing is about ensuring a healthier relationship with his family and being there for his children's future.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. Who that? The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who might be
saying his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit win in boxing.
Davis stated that he wants to be present for his children and feels that his legacy in his hometown is enough. He no longer cares about collecting titles and aims to avoid the physical toll of constant training. His main goal now is to build a healthy relationship with his family before retiring.
Who you looking to fight next after this fight? Like, Tank over, win, lose, draw, whatever. Who you want next? Look, if y'all don't know, even after I beat Tank, I'm gonna go back down to 130 and handle some smoke that I got down there at 130. All the champions, I got smoke with all the champions. I wanted to unify at least one belt at 130. Okay. So whoever the champion is, whoever the champions are, hopefully I can just line them up and then take them out. It's good fights. The champions are Lomachenko, Shakur, and another guy from Ukraine, Denis Baranchik or something like that.
Okay. I feel like you and Shakur is a really. I think people in the comments are actually wanting that fight, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, it'd be a great fight.
Yeah, they could fight. Shakur can boogie for sure.
Davis has mentioned wanting to fight 3 more opponents, one of whom is Lamont. Their upcoming match on March 1st, 2025 is scheduled to be one of his final appearances in the ring before he steps away from boxing.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together, and I'm gonna be the one. Obviously, I'm gonna be the one coming out victorious, and we're gonna put on a hell of a show for y'all. So tune in, buy the fight.